Hey guys, today we're working on this 370Z and we're going to be replacing the front struts on it. So even though this is a 2013 370Z, if you have any 370Z or a G37, it should be relatively the same or exactly the same. So by following these instructions, you should be able to remove your strut with no problem. So as you can already see, I have raised up the vehicle and it's nice and secured. It's not going to crash down on me. You should do exactly the same. If you're working outside in the driveway and you're in a slope, make sure you chuck the wheels. If you have it just raised up in the front, or if you have it in jack stands, make sure it's nice and secure. You don't want this crashing down on you while you're working underneath it. So you can see I have it elevated and I try to provide as much illumination as possible so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. But I already have the tire removed and that's what you're going to do because you have to access the strut. So this process is relatively simple. It's pretty straightforward. You have the wheel removed and the next thing you're going to do is you're going to turn the steering wheel so you could have access to the bolts. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So as you can see, now I have made more room so you can access these bolts here. So these three bolts take care of the bracket, and then you have the center one that's right here that I'm touching right now. That's for the strut. That's the lower strut mount. Now you're going to loosen all of these, and I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we're going to move towards the top. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to want to break loose the 19mm bolt that's right here for the lower strut. So that's what holds the strut in place right here in the bottom of the control arm. And I'm going to use my impact gun. So if you don't have an impact gun, you could use a breaker bar to break it loose. It is going to be tight. It's supposed to be tight. So you're going to need something with a little bit of leverage. Maybe even put a pipe over the ratchet so you can have more leverage and break it loose. It will be tight. I'm going to go ahead and use my impact gun. And just like that, we have broke it loose. Okay guys, the next thing you're going to want to do is make sure you remove the speed sensor cable. Remember to remove it off of the strut. Now you can see this is an aftermarket strut. So yes guys, I am sitting on BC coilovers. So if you have the stock struts, it's still going to be the same process. Everything's going to be exactly the same. You're going to want to loosen this bolt right here. This connects to your brake caliper. We're going to loosen it up right now. So I am using a 12mm. And now I'm going to go ahead and remove it from here. So you can see this is loose. It's no longer attached to the strut. And I'm going to be able to remove the strut from this area. So now that we have everything else loose and we have this bottom bolt loose as well, we're going to go ahead and remove this bracket from here, and then we'll move on to the top. All right guys, I just want to share this with you because I just discovered it as I'm removing these struts. So I bought this vehicle used about a year ago. It came with everything that you see here except for the wheels, okay, and the exhaust. I installed that. Now I just discovered this. I have the socket right here and I was trying to check the size and I spun it by hand and this bolt is completely loose. Now, why am I showing you this? I'm showing you this so, guys, remember, when it's time to put everything back together, make sure you put a wrench on it and you turn it and you tighten it because you don't want any of this stuff coming loose while you're going down the road. So, I have found a lot of that in this vehicle. So, I'll probably at some point, I'll take everything apart, engine-wise, everything, and go through it because who knows what else I'm going to find. So the socket size is a 14mm, and I'm going to use an impact, just like I showed you before, to remove everything. So just like that, I have removed the bracket. It's a piece of cake. There's nothing to it. It's out of the way. So now we have the lower part. It's gonna be loose. We're gonna work on the top 3 bolts, and I'm gonna show you where they're at. So all right, guys, we have moved our way to the top of where the engine bay is, and of course you're gonna have to open up your hood and locate where your strut tower is and find those 3 bolts. Now, if you have this brace here, the G37 might not have it, but the 370Z more than likely has it. So if you have this top brace right here, it's located right underneath it. Now, if my camera person can move their way this way. So what I am talking about is these 3 bolts right in here. And let me grab a flashlight so you can better see it. So there are 3 bolts right in here. You're not going to mess with the bolt in the center. Never remove that. Always leave that in there. That is for the spring. So we're going to mess with these 3 bolts. We're going to loosen those. And then the strut itself, it's going to be loose so we can remove it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. You could remove the strut brace if you want to, if you want more space. I'm going to avoid doing that. I think I could get it to it with this ratchet wrench. And as long as I can break it loose, we should be fine. We'll see. Alright guys, a quick tip just in case you were wondering what type of wrench am I using. Now, I've had this set of wrenches for a while. This is made by Easy Red. I'll have a link in the description just in case you're looking to get something like this. These are very nice. Obviously you can see how long they are, so it lets you get into a place, a tight spot like this, and the heads swivel. They have one end where it's a little bit deeper than the other, so you could have a little bit more clearance when you're taking something off. It usually comes with 2 sizes in each end, so this one's a 12 and a 14, and let me show you the rest of the set. And you can see it goes all the way up to a 19 and 17. So it's these are very nice. I'm just going to share it with you guys just in case you're looking at these and you're wondering what they are. I'll have a link in the description just in case you're interested. Okay, so for the last one, I'm just going to use a socket and an extension because it's just simply easier to get to it. I don't have much room to ratchet the wrench in between this little spot, so it's easier to just drop it in to the back and pop it loose. So guys, as you start taking everything apart, this is something I forgot to mention, is I use these magnetic trays and I put everything either in trays or I put in plastic containers or zippies or whatever you have. When you're working on any project, try to stay as organized as possible. It just makes life easier. When you're like me, and more than likely you are very similar since you're watching a video about automotive, you have many projects, it is a good idea to stay organized so you could put everything back together when it's time to put it back together and you don't have to hunt for those bolts. So I always use a magnetic tray or some type of container so I could put everything in there. So now that we have the upper bolts loose, they're completely off, everything is loose now, you can see how easy it is to remove the strut from here. Now, if you're getting to this situation right now and it's not moving back and forth, let me show you what to do. So you could use a pry bar. It could be a long one, it could be a short one. That's what she said. Now you use a pry bar and you could pull in the back of this strut like this and you could force it out. Just like that. You see how I popped it out? So you see it's loose and I'm able to completely remove the strut now. So now, like I said, regardless if it's aftermarket or it's the OEM, it should be relatively easy to do this. You saw how quick this was. This is a short video, but now, since you tuned in, I'm going to show you guys a little secret. So remember I mentioned I purchased this car and it came with everything in here. Now, let me show you why I'm removing these struts. Check out the upper hat on this strut mount. It is completely destroyed on these BCs. I don't know what happened. I don't know who did what to it. Look, you can see it's all ate up. They're destroyed. So I have to completely rebuild these. Well, not completely. I just have to loosen the spring and replace the top hat on this. And let me show you the parts. Alright guys, so you can see that the upper part of this, bushing right here, it's completely gone and destroyed. Something's not right here. So I'm gonna be putting this strut back together and rebuilding it in the channel. So look out for this video, and I'm gonna walk you through and show you exactly what I found out. This car was making a ton of noise in the front end. I had checked it before for a lower control arm. I have checked it for the upper control arm. I had done a bunch of tests and I couldn't figure out what the noise was until I saw the top of this mount. You couldn't really tell that this was destroyed. So both of them look like this. I don't know what happened. Something's wrong here, obviously. So tune in for that video. I know I'm not going to show you how to put this strut back on, but you can see that you put it on exactly how you removed it. It's relatively easy. You have 3 bolts in the top. You have 4 in the bottom. You basically just put everything back in and it'll be fine. So tune in for this video and we'll see you in the next one.